Woo!
Well,
I tell you.
That was a good one from you. That was solid. It's been a month.
I mean, listen, I complain on the way in, and you cut the lights on, and I'm there.
Yes. You said, you're like, I don't know if we're going to do a big one today. And I said, really? And then you let loose, man.
Yeah.
That was a big one.
That was a big one. Listen, that was a big win yesterday. 31-zip.
Yep.
A shutout.
Yeah.
As a defensive guy, you got to be happy when you get an egg put up there on the board. I didn't even realize we shut somebody out in 2018. I thought we was going back to the 90s.
Who did we shut out in 2018?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think we had a shutout when I was playing here, so I didn't remember the last time the Eagles had a shutout. So they shut somebody out in 2018. Either way, that was a great defensive performance yesterday. Should be expected going up against two gloves, Pickett, and that offense. Are you kidding me? Pete Carroll, you got to rethink this thing, man. Listen, I understand there's nice benefits here, and you're working on a Hall of Fame career. My goodness, you're getting your back beat in every weekend. Pause. When with this team. Now let's get to the main course here, and that is the offense. That is the offense. And if we're talking about the offense, first of all, shout out to all the fans that got out there yesterday. I appreciate the no standing ovation. That was a topic of discussion. It actually was a topic of discourse for us on the pregame show.
Oh, yeah?
No one gave a damn standing ovation. I can appreciate that. They opened up the game with a 13-play drive over 8 minutes. How many third down conversions? Like 3 or 4 on that drive. I mean, they're dinking, they're dunking, they're hitting, they're swerving, they're all over the place. All over the place. They're running. That was a good game yesterday from Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts, see, that's right, Fritz. That's the type of game that I'm talking about we need. If you noticed yesterday, all that magic, the magic they tried to pull out Monday night in Los Angeles with this great offense, great play designs, cross the middle, all that nonsense that everybody got excited about, even after 5 turnovers, they went back to the meat and potatoes yesterday. Meat and potatoes yesterday says stick with the running game, even if it's not working, and let Jalen work those hash marks to the numbers, to the sideline. Big play to Devontae down the field. How many times did he hit Dallas Goedert out in the flats, outside the numbers? Even got A.J. right down the hash for his final touchdown. And he threw it with confidence yesterday. He threw the ball with confidence. I mean, he should have had 4 touchdown passes yesterday. Goddard should have had 3.
Yeah, Goddard dropped the one.
Yeah. He should have had 3 right there. So it was a perfect game. A perfect response, a typical Jalen Hurts response when there's a lot of chaos around his play and his standing with the team. We know the noise that was out there last week. We certainly contributed to it. Quite frankly, it was justified. You lose 3 games in a row and you're coming off 5 turnovers. I don't care how sensitive everyone else is out there about it. Anybody that's complaining about it is well within their right. So I don't apologize, or neither should any of you apologize for being critical after Monday night's game. But I like what he came back and did yesterday. I like the fact they dialed the game plan back and got to being doing things that he's more comfortable with. I'm almost both feet back in the boat.
Oh, you're crazy.
I'm almost both feet back in the boat, Spike.
You are not.
I'm
really.
just saying. What Saturday night is a big game. On the road, a better opponent. If I see what I need to see Saturday night, we might be headed to Santa Clara.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
A vacation?
No, man. I'm just saying, man. If I see what I need to see Saturday night, we take care of business, you know we're beating Buffalo. You know that. You know we're going to Buffalo, and we're going to beat Buffalo in Buffalo. You know this. Jalen doesn't lose these type of games.
Okay.
We'll lose to Dak because he plays us twice a year. So we normally split.
Right.
Everybody else from an elite quarterback standpoint, Jalen usually outplays him. So on the road or at home, we just need to take care of business Saturday, and I'm both feet back in.
All right.
And that's both. B-O-A-F.
Yeah, I was going to ask if it ended up.
You got that, Fritz?
B-O-A-F.
All right. Both.
Cool.
215-592-9494.
By the way,
the
last shutout was the last game of the season against Washington.
Okay.
In 2018. 24-0.
Yeah.
And Ike, during your entire career, you did not have a shutout.
Yeah.
But in 2002, you had 3 games where you held the opposing team to just a field goal.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. That's not a
man,
shutout.
It basically counts.
That 0-2 team was a pretty good defense, man. I think we gave up 13 points a game that year. Just
Wow.
check.
Wow.
I played a little part in that.
That's right.
Little
I
part.
say we a lot. That's
Little.
because
You
I
do.
contributed
Yeah.
some.
That's right. That's like me on this show.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. So,
Come on, Spike.
well, the good thing.
Get excited.
Give it up.
All right, relax. The good thing about yesterday's game was there was certainly a version of yesterday's game where they win 17-9 or 20-12, and everybody is pissed off afterwards. 100%.
Sure.
So we didn't get that.
Yep.
We got an efficient game from the offense, a dominant game for the defense. They win 31-0. But there seems to be a conversation going on that you're bordering on that they might be back, and everyone seems to think that they proved something yesterday. They didn't prove anything yesterday. Here's the lens you have to put things through. The lens that I always put things through when I'm thinking about, am I making the right judgment about what the Eagles are going to do? The lens I put it through is, what would we say if the Cowboys did this? What would we say if the Cowboys did this? And if the Cowboys went and beat the Las Vegas Raiders 31-0, and they bragged about it, and they thought, okay, we're back, we're challengers now, we would all laugh at them. What we played yesterday was the worst team in the NFL, who was coming West Coast to East Coast, a dome team playing in freezing cold weather where there was snow on the ground when they came to the game in the morning, who did not want to be out there. An offense that didn't want to compete, a defense that maybe had two players that wanted to compete. And yes, did they go in there and they took care of business, and there's something to be said for that? Does it mean that they're maybe not going to crumble this year and that they are going to, sort of run through the finish line at the end of the season? Sure, all of that stuff is true. But they didn't prove anything. Was it a nice Jalen game? Sure, it was a nice Jalen game. And I'm glad that he finally decided to run the ball, something I've been saying to do for 3 weeks. But the only way that we can actually believe that this team has any potential to do anything this year is if we see more of it over the last 3 weeks of the season. Now they win all 3 games.
It's coming.
Maybe they win 2 games, and maybe the last game doesn't.
We might not need the last one.
It doesn't mean anything. Then maybe if they decidedly, because they're going into a Washington team. What's Washington, 3-10, whatever they are? That team is done for the year. They go and they beat Buffalo in Buffalo. That means something. But that game yesterday did not mean anything in terms of the conclusion that we should draw about what this team is going to. They still couldn't run the ball yesterday, which is something that we've seen. Well, they ran, 35 times for 120 yards?
Yeah.
There was nothing. Look, did they go in and they beat a bad team the way they should beat a bad team? For sure. Does it mean anything about the trajectory of this team this season? I don't think it means anything.
One more win, both feet back in.
It was the worst team in the league. One more win against a
I'm just
3-10
saying,
team?
That's momentum. It's on the road.
Sure.
We get 2 wins in a row. We got a big game coming up against Buffalo. I'm not going to get ahead of myself. I'm just saying I can see where this thing could sort of start to turn in the right direction. We had to go through a little bit of adversity. Listen, last year we started the season off with adversity, 2-2.
For
right?
sure. Yes.
This year just came a little later. So we had a 3-game losing streak later in the season. So it's a different story being told, but we could still have the same results. This is still a championship-tested team with championship DNA that needs to get out of their own way. And what a win like yesterday does, for more than us, Spike, quite honestly, it does a lot for them. They've been rolling around in muck for 3 weeks, blaming each other, pointing fingers, trying to figure it out. And yesterday it was a complete team effort. Everybody contributed. And it should show them what they're capable of doing when they play together and they're all on the same page.
I would agree it might mean something to them.
Yeah.
For sure. But when I look at, I still say to myself, at the end of the day, what do I trust about this team on offense? And the answer is nothing. So could they change?
You got to trust the quarterback. If the coaches, I don't know what they did, but they said, you know what, let's go back to doing what we normally do. They stick to that game plan?
They played the Raiders. That's what they did. They played the Raiders. The amazing, just amazing move from the coaching staff to dial up the worst football team in the NFL to play on Sunday. What a turn of genius from Nick Sirianni.
Hey, they got Max Crosby over there.
They do.
Yeah.
That's one
Devin
out of
White,
11.
Devin White.
Devin White.
Devin White.
Dude, poor Max Crosby, by the way. You see his pregame speech?
Oh, yeah.
He's like, no one wants to see us in Philadelphia today.
Yeah.
And we're like, yeah, we do.
Yeah, there's plenty of people that want to see you in Philadelphia.
It's Get Right Day.
All right, 215-592-9494. Do you think the Eagles are back, or was that just the Raiders?